Hello there, this has been Forney, a benevolent cytoquorum, and this is Proverbs 10:26 in cognitive functions. Having a lazy person on the job is like a mouthful of vinegar or smoke in your eyes. CEV. While this can seem like a boomer mindset, and of course way before the actual generation of boomers, which, it's like the difference between the Thessalonians and the Laodiceans. I've known actual boomers in campgrounds that I've lived at that don't have the stereotypical boomer mindset. They know how bad things are. And I know other millennials and even Zoomers born into far more favorable circumstances who see the world in this kind of mindset. It's the Laodicean mindset. It's the fortunate circumstance mindset. It's the I did everything myself, I am so proud kind of thing, versus seeing what it's like for more than just the fortunate. Anyway, while this can seem like a boomer mindset currently, having worked in garbage jobs myself, it can be quite annoying when I've been the only one trying to work hard or caring about perfection in what I do. Of course, you get lectured by some of the deliberately lazier coworkers at times saying, "Don't work yourself out of a job," because then it's like, hurry up and wait. So they have a strategy there of milking the time clock, because that's what happens when you have hours of pay rather than piecemeal. Like, if you can measure the work that's done, it should be piecemeal, so you actually incentivize work to be done rather than just time on a clock. But anyhow, it's like, of course, when everyone is paid less than the cost of living, few care to put in the effort, since it's like the phrase minimum wage, minimum effort. Eventually those who care get burned out too, like me, and give up bothering to try anymore, while those who don't are rewarded just as much, since the scales of work are merely hours on a clock. As for cognitive functions, I think it's mostly going to be with highly valued SI and TE, perhaps an ESTJ mindset, of which ESTJs have ISFPs as their ideal match in terms of Kersey. There's a few other schools of thought which I think Kersey is more accurate, at least for INTJs and ENFPs. And if it's true for INTJs and ENFPs, it should be probably true with the other ones. I mean, it's all throwing darts after a point, and any two types can make it work out, but I think it's probably fitting. At least for peripheral judgment types, it probably is like, having heroic extroverted thinking versus aspirational extroverted thinking. Like, I get along with INFPs and ISFPs a little bit because they like having others solve their problems, but it's also a pain because they kind of don't try that much. So that's more like gonna fit better for ESTJs and ISFPs being like, hey, I can't figure this out, and it's like, here, I'll solve your problems, that sort of thing. But anyway, of which ESTJs and ISFPs have ISFPs as their ideal match type, which I'm sure may be quite frustrating at times when having to deal with procrastination and lack of communication in a timely manner. But I just sort of ended it there. But yeah, that is a pain though. But when working with when you're the only person working there, it's like, please, let's move. I want to not be at this place. Especially if it's like over 120 degrees indoors. Like, good grief, can we just get this work done and go? I mean, even if it doesn't save money, if it doesn't, get more money for the same amount of work, it's still like, I don't want to be there. Anyway. So yeah, probably an ESTJ type thing. ISTJ possibly too, but it's gonna be something along those lines. Anyway, take care everyone, and try not to go crazy.